everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Browns going up against the Texans.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carry for Isaiah Crowell. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Here we go. Try 38. Try 38. Flex round.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe.
Let's go. 190.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go.
On first down, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Here we go.
They begin with a run by Crowell. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. The 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. Charles, let's step into a conversation about Houston in 2017 as their offense comes back onto the field here. But just 1-9 in their last 10 games, finished 4-12. You and I know, though, injuries really ravaged this team.
Absolutely destroyed this team. And look, we focus on Deshaun Watson, the quarterback, and rightly so. He was probably going to be the rookie of the year. But when it started for injuries, it was defense. J.J. Watt, perennial all-pro, goes out early. Whitney Merciless, double-digit sack guy. It's amazing that they made it through the entire season able to play the schedule. So that's what you're looking at with the Texans, who have been a defense-first team. If they can get everyone back healthy, playing to their level, and get Deshaun Watson back sparking the offense, optimism will be high in 2018.
Buying time to his left. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, and it's 3rd down. And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Watson, off play action. Steps away to his left, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Myles Garrett able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Returnable here from the 38. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Kaiser. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, Kaiser. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a particularly good return here, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, here's Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Shane Leckler now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Come on, let's go! Try 38! Try 38! Flex round! Flex round!
On first and 10, Kaiser. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. And on second and 10 now.
Come on, let's go! Try 38! Try 38! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
To throw is Kaiser. Coleman has it here right side. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Texans is Tyler Ervin. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Danny Shelton with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Here's Watson now on second down. And he's going to be brought down. his own 6-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Gonna need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Let's go!
Watson. Now he's forced out right. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4. Here's Shane Leckler now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. A little dump off for Corral. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Third and short yardage. Kaiser going underneath for Crowell. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yes, you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
To throw on second is Watson. Dancing to his left. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll run it again with Miller. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here we go.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Well, now they'll try the end around. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Now he'll escape to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. And his kick is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now it's Crowell running right. And he is knocked down from the side. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Pardon me, you know I'm always going to listen to you first, okay? But when I hear the PA guy say, tackle in the backfield by Clowney, my first thought is to go back to his days at South Carolina and that one particular hit in the bowl game against Michigan.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. This one maybe not as big as that, but my mind goes. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 51 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got room. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On first down, it's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now it's 2nd and 7. On the counter, it's Miller. Oh, nice move. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Here we go.
From the 50, it's Watson. And finding Fedorowicz. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go, Ohio!
Watson on first down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with the former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. Being chased out left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down, 8. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again, it's Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Crowell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. Flush to his right. Now he'll let this one go deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Back now in Houston, it's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. A first down carry now for Crowell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Second down, Kaiser. Buying time to his left. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
On third down, Johnson. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of depth.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Isaiah Crowell taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
On. You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times.
Filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Looking to throw on second down. Watson steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw, Watson. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 70 yards. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Sammy Coates off to the races. 30, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Sammy Coates with what will be called a 107-yard return. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They go play action here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Come on, let's go!
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Time for a break. We're back to finish.